And we are back on WKYC, plus it is 7:30 now here on your Tuesday morning. And I think, or actually I don't think I know because you keep saying it, if this happened maybe, 11 a.m. or 1 p.m., much different than when it happened.
Yeah, much different. Yeah, the fact that it arrived overnight, right, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, it carried through on a steady state through morning rush hour. I mean, we're tracking traffic issues out there.
It's a mess.
As expected. Yeah, it is. So extra time here this morning. Pack the patience. Just get there safely. That's what matters. We've got weather impact alerts that continue through late this morning. The good news is we're starting to see the back edge of the snow. It should wind down pretty quickly as we go throughout the morning. We will have some leftover lake effect on the backside of this. So some of us won't see an end to the snow. Most of us will. Extra drive time. Briss has been just on it in terms of these traffic drive times here this morning. Snow's coming down real good in Cleveland still. This is a steady, light to moderate snow. It's coming down moderately in Cleveland right now. We've had some heavier bursts as well. We're at 27. There's not much wind, so it is a steady fall. It's not blowing and drifting, so there's that good piece of the information. But in terms of the snow, you saw that reduced visibility in Cleveland. That's this back edge here. See this little burst moving through Medina. This will come into the Akron area. Expect an uptick in your snow here shortly. Overall, starting to see snow ending. Just a few flurries back towards Mansfield for the first time all morning. Meanwhile, here's that burst heading through areas like Euclid right now. Menor getting some heavier snow stretching through Cuyahoga County down into the Medina area. That hit of snow, again, pushing east. So it's going to ramp up in the Canton area and Akron as well. Heaviest stuff now towards the east. So we've got different end times to the winter weather advisories. We'll start to clear things out this morning. West of 71, midday, south and east of 71, and then we hang on to the winter weather advisory till 7 for our lakeshore counties, and that's in anticipation of some of that lake effect. 1,300 miles of winter weather advisory stretching from areas of Kentucky into New England. You can see there are winter storm warnings out there as well. This system going to produce 4 to 10 inches of snow for them. Lots of moisture with it. Good news is it's a quick mover, so there's that. We've got low pressure heading out towards the east, and so we have kind of that back edge heading through. We will have a little lake effect on the backside of all this, as I mentioned. We're in the 20s this morning, not much wind to deal with, and that snow will stick around in the greater Cleveland area on and off throughout the day with some lake effect, low 30s for highs. We'll talk more about what happens after this. We've got a cold forecast coming up as December rolls on. Brissa, let's send it over to you for a look at traffic.
Yeah, traffic kind of dicey in certain spots. Right now we are taking a look at 480. For the most part, these roadways, they are clear, they are passable. They're just really slushy and wet right now, which makes it very difficult for some drivers to get on by. So we do have an accident we are reporting here, 480 in these eastbound lanes right here at West 130th Street. Looks like at least 2 cars are involved. Maybe one did spin out, but we have several first responders on scene. We also have a semi-truck over here to the side. So hopefully we can get things cleared here. You can see all lanes are still moving along, just moving along really, really slowly on that stretch of 480 again at West 130th Street. Taking a look at the big picture map right now, we are also tracking another accident on the turnpike this morning, but do want to tell you about the speed reduction along I-90. Eastbound and westbound lanes, speeds have been reduced down to 60 miles per hour through Lake County between Route 44 and Route 528. Now the accident down here on the turnpike, it's been here for about 20 minutes or so, but it is in those westbound lanes of the turnpike. We have a lane block just after Route 5, slowing traffic down just a little bit, but those lanes around it are still open. And taking a look at drive times this morning just to show you how slowly some of this traffic is moving. To get between Lorraine Road and 71 in these eastbound lanes of 480 usually would take you about 8 minutes. Right now it's taking you 18. If we take a look at Route 8 this morning, if you're traveling through the Akron or Cuyahoga Falls area, to get between 76 and 271 normally would take you about 16 minutes in those northbound lanes. Right now it's going to take you about 40. So those roadways are open. They are moving, but just moving very, very slowly. So make sure you do pack your patience. And when you come across a plow truck, make sure you give them lots of room to work safely. Dave?
Yeah, it's all about slow going. All right, Brissa, thank you. 7:34, ODOT crews were out all night and all this morning working to keep the roads clear. David Greenberg has been checking on the roads on the east side all morning long, and he joins us again. Where are you at now, buddy?
Hey, Dave, good morning. We are on our way from Chardon to Chesterland. I apologize. This is probably not going to be the most entertaining of live shots here, but we'll try and keep the dialogue going for you. You can see the roads are doing pretty good right now. We've seen some crews out here, particularly this road. Traffic is moving pretty slow up in front of us. I do do think there is a plow ahead, and I think that's why it's taken us a bit longer to get from one place to another. That's why the road right here currently is not all that bad, which is a very good sign. We've seen traffic moving a little slower than normal out here this morning, which is also a good sign. And like Brissa was talking about, you want to make sure that you give those snow plows extra space and in order to clear out. But we just passed a house with a car that was stuck in their driveway. You know, it must have slid out a little bit and then got stuck, and a couple of people trying to push it back onto the path of the driveway. So again, it is one of those things here in Northeast Ohio. We know how to deal with the snow, but sometimes you just unfortunately get caught up, or you hit a slick spot, and you know, you can spin out or stuff like that. So just make sure you're being extra cautious. We saw somebody in a ditch earlier, a couple of police officers helping them. Let me see if I can turn this down a little bit to kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at here. But again, on our way, making our way to Chesterland. Then we're going to work our way back towards downtown here as the morning commute picks up and people start to head on 90 and so forth. So we're going to continue to monitor these roads, but as you can see right now, it appears that there's a path. I think there is that snowplow that's in front of us, Dave.
Yeah. Well, just like Greenberg, what you're dealing with, you know, you were hoping to be on the move for this live shot, but you got slowed down. That's what's happening to a lot of people across Northeast Ohio right now, no question. So, all right, thank you very much for the report, and we're going to continue our team coverage now with Candace Hare. Candace is on the west side, and Candace, you are now on hour 3 on the roads. What are the big differences that you are seeing outside?
Good morning, Dave. Yes, so I'm still I-90 West. We're making our way through the Avon area, and you can see here maybe that the visibility, we talked about how it really had kind of gone downhill when we last saw you about a half hour ago, and maybe it's even a little bit worse now as we're starting to approach Sheffield Village out here on I-90, but certainly slow going, although it sounds like we're going faster than David Greenberg, but still quite slow. This is a 60-mile-an-hour zone. We're going about 43 miles an hour, so it's certainly significantly slower than typical for this area. And as you can see, things have gotten pretty congested, even going this direction, right? Even going west, when you usually anticipate this time of the day for there to be more traffic heading east down toward downtown, and that shows you how slow of a go it really is right now. Roads themselves certainly passable, but I know Brissa said they're looking for passable but not perfect, and that's definitely what you're seeing in this area. We have seen a car or two here or there slide off the road, or we saw one a little bit earlier that was off into a ditch, and those are things you never want to see. So just make sure that you're going with the flow of traffic, taking your time, taking it easy. I know it sounds redundant. We say this to all of you all the time, it feels like, during these sorts of events, but it really is the name of the game right now. You don't want to end up as that person who's flying off the road. We want to keep you safe, keep others safe as well, and want to make sure that you get to where you need to be as cleanly and as easily as possible. But we're going to keep monitoring things. We're going to be flipping things around soon, making our way toward downtown, and I think that will give us a little bit of a different view, Dave, of the flow of traffic, because things, as you would anticipate, a little heavier on that side.
Yeah, Candace, you just read my mind. I just asked Brissa what it was like heading into downtown. You're obviously heading west, so we'd like to see how it is heading east. So we'll look forward to that report when we see you again. All right, Candace Hare live for us this morning. Thank you.